The Lost Cryptids Conservatory, where we will shatter your reality to bring you closer to the truth.
Yeah, because she was
Wait for just
sitting there.
a minute while I describe what was going on. This was down in southern Ohio. I visited a family during 1991 and 1992 many times. What was tracking Bigfoot? Well, look, this is the preliminary one. The lady's just standing on the front porch. Someone's shooting with an old VHS video camera across the road, and they pick up these reflecting eyes. And we can turn these lights off and not make it better. Not very much after this for a while. Let me fast forward. This is back when they were shooting off the front porch. They saw these eyes in the bushes, and then there's a little stump down in the field, which this guy kept thinking was a baby Bigfoot, the guy with the camera. So he kept shining the spotlight and looking in the wrong place. But what was really going on was that bush up there on the hill, about 10 feet tall. Something shakes it around. Eventually, it just breaks loose in the next 30 seconds or so and floats up in the air. And I was hoping, this was shot on VHS. If you stop the VHS video, it would just shake. But now, if someone could stop it and get some stills, you might see and blow it up and work there. Threw the thing away, you might be able to see a Bigfoot back in that area. It's not the primary take. One more.
Still there,
Still going. Yeah, nothing much yet. This is a typical track we found in the area. There was a small creek that flowed through there about a half mile upstream. It came out of a large spring, so I thought maybe someone had seen a Bigfoot drinking out of that. I thought maybe the clear spring water was one reason they hung around that creek. Another track there. The fact that the other track was underwater might be a little harder to. Why would you try to fake a track underwater? You think the current might just wash it away. Okay, this is the setup I was trying to describe. My camera was located about 200 feet away in the main house. This was an outbuilding, 200 feet away from the main house. And it was unoccupied. When I first got down there, people said they had seen a small light one climb up and go into the attic. These two light things up on the top are lights in my house. As you can see, I zoomed my old VHS video camera in on the TV screen. I played it on the original tape on the TV, and then I zoomed in and made it larger. So see that down there. But anyways, so when they told me something had been going up in the attic, they thought it went into that building. small building, it was about 12 by 24. I tied 2x4s and branches in the doorway. And in all this case, there's also an 18-wheeler truck tire that weighed well over 100 pounds. And so when the camera didn't run all the time, I had a motion detector located about 60 feet from this building with a spotlight on it, and I ran a really long extension cord on it. And meanwhile, the camera would run in the second story of the house on telephoto to some extent. I'd run 4-hour and 6-hour tapes. The good thing with the light setup is I only had to watch tapes when the lights came on. If you look through the doorway, you'll see a white figure messing around in there. This plays over a number of times. So apparently this was a half-grown Bigfoot that hung around the area. And it was probably the one that kept throwing rocks on the garage. People had a 3-car garage right next to the house with a tin roof. And boy, I don't know how many times, dozens of times I was down there, especially near dusk, something would, from the nearby woods would throw rocks onto that tin roof.
Okay. Well, okay, you see it swinging stuff out. Shoot.
Well, it'll probably play again. I just keep zooming in more and more. Yeah, see what right there got moved was that 18-wheeler truck tire. It throws the board out of there. Also, it picked up a 2x4 and jammed it through the side of the building. Then
Did you
there's a...
see it going up a ladder, or do you have a ladder going up?
no, it's
Climbing
a little
something.
hard to figure out if you don't explain it properly. There was also, that building was full of...
Hey, where is it? Okay.
Right there, it picked up an old pot, and the way the cameras work, if there's a shiny object in the dark, it'll look a lot shinier, and when it comes out in the light, it just looks like more gray. So it was throwing things out of that building. It was basically, they got mad because
I camera recorder, so I hope everybody's happy.
they got mad because I blocked up the entrance to their little fun house.
We've come to visit the area before leaving for home.
Now, my wife is sitting in a car, which is a little forward, which is right here at this time. The lady shooting this video is the first time she ever used a video camera. We'll see what should be going a little faster.
This is the,
Now when I first started going down there,
we have
the walls of
previous
this building were in
footage
good
of
shape.
activity. Last night while we were at a meeting,
They had
some
a
lasagna was
plaster-laden wall, so
taken
there was
from the opposite side
horizontal
of this
plaster
house.
slating boards.
It was set out a
And
trap
the wall was in good
behind
shape. It was a pristine wall.
above the ground.
They would go in there and pick up some of the loose lumber that was laying around, and they just started destroying the building.
About a little after 2 in the afternoon,
Something
on
through that
the 2nd of August,
Branch up on the
92.
roof.
This is a close-up of
The other
the
thing
house. You can see some of
happens
the
is,
damage that's been done.
on some of the angles, you'll see on the back side of the building, something came in there that was small, 2 small rooms. Took about a section of wall, at least 8 feet long, something pushed on the 2x4s, and the whole wall ended up in the backyard. And doing that could have collapsed the building, on whoever was inside the building doing that. Oh, there you
This is
can
the end of the
see right through the back
house
door.
where
Yeah.
the lasagna was put up on
So originally, that building was in
last
good
night.
shape.
It was leaning
Apparently,
against
by
this open
trying to keep them out of
door
it,
end of
they
the
shut them
house.
off. So I'm wondering if there's a similar situation where they like to go to
And,
someone's
the
big
door,
loft, somebody's barn, or somebody's
lasagna and container and all
outbuilding,
gone.
and you try to keep them out.
And were taken last
What they
night
do would be to monitor that building
sometime
with
between
some kind of video.
8 p.m. and midnight.
So the next few seconds, she's going to pan down the road and you'll see if she walk across the road.
Yeah. You should.
This is what the area looks like. This is looking down the road in one direction. You can see the heavy
Yeah, that's going to come in the next couple of seconds.
vegetation.
Yeah, there were, on both sides of that road, there were hillsides that went up to at least 200 feet in elevation, densely wooded. things can disappear up that hill.
And the house.
Right alongside that building, there was a path going up the hill. A rock about the size and shape of a dinner plate that
We
fell
go
down
in
the
the
path.
other direction,
Now watch on the left.
dense woods,
There's my wife sitting in that
Gravel.
car.
and beyond the bushes and trees to the left
Didn't
is
see
the
anything
home
happen
where
while she was, didn't notice anything
the
happen.
people live that
Black
are
light
Walks right across.
abandoned.
The other thing, there's some zoom-ins done on this.
Here's a close-up of the house.
I ran my video camera as far as times, and I never really got anything good. This lady comes down there one time, first time she ever videotaped anything. This should repeat.
That's Bob and a friend inside. Don't get excited. It's not Bigfoot.
Okay, there, come on. Yeah, that's the scene. My wife's sitting in the car. My wife said she heard some noises in the bushes. She went back to reading her book. This is the main house.
You can see
I
the
have my video
garage
camera up there, and it's shot up there, and it's shot up forward from the other building.
and
Sometimes
the
on
window
this garage roof,
where he
made out of metal,
has
was
set
full
his
of
camera mounted on various occasions,
going up there.
looking right
Some
out
way
in
to
the
pound
direction
for it.
to where I'm standing. To the abandoned house, took me back.
Very hard to use those. They have very delicate hand-eye coordination. Have you seen that before?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's a light that shows up.
What's that?
There it says, it shows up. It's not significant. You can actually see it. Oh, yeah.
Robin, did I ever play these for you at your house?
Yeah. And let me tell you something, I
Right
played this,
there it is.
Yeah.
It's over on this side over here.
I have played this so many times, it's worn out. So if you can email it to me or resend it, please do it.
There is a computer file on this thing.
Would you please?
Somebody loaded it on the internet.
These are my favorite videos of all time. And
Oh, thanks for
I have carried that CD you gave me of it everywhere I've ever lived. And in fact, I played this night 2 months ago for somebody.
The side of this house, it was set out as
There's
trap
a
at a
section
high,
on here where I did some
Taken from-
viewings of the road crossing.
and the point of it, you know, we go the other direction. And then to continue, you know,
Seems like a little better quality here.
here's a close-up of the house.
Yeah, this looks clearer than the one I have.
And there, if you can see in the windows, I'm standing at the near edge of the road as I'm taking this.
I'll fast forward.
And to the abandoned house, took me back. Dense woods behind. It doesn't look like it's wet. It
This
doesn't
was an
look
area
like it,
where
but
we,
this wild
we
cat
set
is
two
about
tires, one on
7
top of the
feet
other to see if the
high.
nest would up in there.
And that top tire, I would say the feet. Hold it. Hold it. Very steep hill.
There's a small one here. I have had some other videos where there's a larger creature that's standing in the doorway and its eyes are just below the top of the door. The doorway was 6 feet 10 inches high. I thought they were on this. There's some more close-up.
Okay, and then just
Very
kind of,
walk
yeah.
across the field. Its head is,
See the white ones in the back?
on the left-hand side, that's what I wanted to get to this part. Is there are two other creatures. This may be
Yeah.
the only video that shows three Bigfoots at the same time.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
goes,
One-
one goes
yeah.
that way and the other goes the other way.
It's fantastic. Like I said, these are my favorite videos.
Fast forwards. I'm seeing a different.
Okay. Drop behind a car.
Yeah, see here, when you
The
zoom
dark
in
one,
too
that's
much.
this way.
Yeah, off on the left.
But there's white ones back there too.
Followed by
Yeah.
small one.
Yeah.
And with the VHS, when you zoom in, you get horizontal lines. So you can only do so much. with it.
Used to the left is the home for
No, you just tell me.
This way, nobody
Yeah,
else.
roads right next to you.
Yeah, watch on the left hand.
Red Road.
The other two.
and beyond the bushes and trees to the left
I
is
mean,
the
they're just
home
going all
for
over.
Yeah, there's a big white
people
one.
live
And
there.
Yeah, why would you
then
want
behind
Yeah.
that big white one, a little white one.
I
pops
think
up.
here comes that one.
Yeah,
There it is.
and the one double back.
Red Road. And beyond the bushes and trees to the left is the home for
Probably lucky my
the
wife
people live
looked
there.
around
The
to
closest
see what was walking.
I always thought that was the funniest part of it. The one person that doesn't want to see you, that's where they're at.
Red Road.
Yeah.
And beyond the
Bless her heart.
bushes and
A
trees
lot of
to the
crazy,
left is
exciting
the
things
home
went on
for
down there for 2 years, and then people finally moved out. They said they'd been paying on the land contract for 6 or 7 years. They just couldn't take it anymore. They walked away.
Road. And beyond
Well, there was a whole lot of rock
trees to
story
the
that
left
went on down there.
the people live there. Abandoned.
So I don't know, it gets up to that utility pole and they go
And
away.
everybody should have
And beyond the
This lady didn't realize until a month later that this was even on the tape.
the people live that are the closest to the abandoned. And beyond the bushes and trees to the left is the home for the people that are the closest to
Yeah.
the abandoned.
I'll probably figure out.
Yes.
I think we're almost there.
Red Road.
I was hoping that I had some more
Beyond
around
the
the eyes
bushes
of
and
that
trees to the left is the home for the people live that are the closest to the abandoned.
So that was my first on-site investigation and the best one I ever got involved in.
Red Road. And beyond the bushes and trees to the left is the home for
See if there's anything else.
the people live that are the closest to the abandoned.
The bird's back there and it's going crazy.
Uh-huh.
Look, lady, there was a
Hey,
mixture.
sir.
I'll be back.
Here, bird calls at night.
Yeah,
I didn't know the
this
time.
way, it's good this way.
Bigfoots could, imitate those. I don't see what happens. I have no idea how this machine works.
Bye.